All right, hey everybody. It's Camelex here with
JRPG Junkie, and we're gonna podcast it.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. um, so, Austin, that's Camelex's name. What games have you been playing?
Recently I've been playing this one game, For the King. It's like a tabletop RPG game,
Mm-hmm.
but like it's not, on a tabletop. Well, me, my little brother, and my cousin have been playing it together, and it's really fun. Actually, it's 3 players. There's like cool little things you can do. A lot of the excitement is kind of like where the excitement comes from, like playing D&D and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like ooh, excuse me, ooh.
You okay?
I thought I was gonna burp again. But so they it's like got like the random roll type of thing going. So like, we were fighting this boss. I just want to tell you this story because it was kind of fun.
Okay.
But we were fighting this boss, and all 3 of us we kept rolling super low, and none of us were hitting him, and we literally each had like 5 health, and then all of us just in a row rolled critical chances on our strongest attacks, and we wiped him out that one round, and it was literally it was perfect. Well, I guess that's basically all I've been playing. I've also wanted to start up.
So wait, did you say that's like an online game or?
It's local or online.
That's local?
Yeah,
That's cool. Does it like generate stuff for you?
No, I think it's set campaigns, but I think like stuff that pops up on the map is randomly generated.
Mm-hmm.
And then basically like
That's cool. Do you know what systems is it on?
I know it's for sure on Xbox One, probably on PC, might be on PlayStation. I don't know. It just came out on Game Pass, so it might be an exclusive that they just put on there.
Gotcha. Anything else or?
No, I don't think so. I think that's pretty much all I've been playing for like the past week.
Gotcha.
What about you?
For me, the only thing I've really been playing is Breath of the Wild. It's been nice to play through it. Okay. It's really cool to go back through with all the DLC and stuff. So.
What DLCs have they put in that game?
They only have a few. I haven't gone through all the stuff, so I'm not quite sure what it all has. They have a master mode, so it's like a hard mode, and there's some different.
Do you play on that one? Or?
I play on master mode, yeah. It's got, which kind of sucks because I was already halfway through the normal game, but then when I bought the DLC, I just had to completely start over, to start in hard mode.
Oh.
Yeah, but yeah, the world's a little different there. Then they have the motorcycle. You have a
problem with me itching my crotch, CJ?
Yeah. They have a problem. Wait. No, yeah, they have the motorcycles, which I haven't gotten yet. And then I think they have some new story stuff. I think that's about it. There's probably some more I missed. I'm not saying. Yeah, I'll occasionally go back to Kingdom Hearts 3 every now and then, just to play on Critical.
Is that like? I know, like, you're kind of disappointed in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm still not quite sure why. Like, you've told me, but like.
So, the main issue I have with Kingdom Hearts 3 is that the gameplay is just not as solid. It's a lot of build up your command and then just do something overpowered. Kingdom Hearts 2 was a lot more kind of strategical, I guess. If you played on Critical, and also the moves in Kingdom Hearts 2 are just a lot flashier with some of the limits and stuff you could pull off.
Didn't they take out limits and stuff in 3?
No, 3 still has limits. They're just insanely overpowered. No, I'm not. I'm talking about summons, not limits.
So they took out limits?
No, I think limits are still a thing. But they did take out drive forms, kind of. Keyblade transformations were kind of a good little change, but at the same time, not, because I feel like with you played Kingdom Hearts 2, I know you have. So you know how drive forms you could
time ago.
Yeah.
I did.
You know how with drive forms you could still kind of control them pretty well.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Keyblade transformations are a bit weird to where you can still control them pretty well, but it still kind of like gets away from you. Like it's a lot more automated, and you can.
So like, I remember in Kingdom Hearts 2, like there was like a lot of like what's the word called, button sequences. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, is it like were they like more in boss fights, right? Than when they were like button sequences and stuff.
Yeah, a few regular enemies had them, but it was primarily just.
What about other Kingdom Hearts games? Like what was the last one that came out before 3?
It was just a little short game. It was called 2.8. I mean, 0.2, a fragmentary passage. It was like a prelude to Kingdom Hearts 3. I didn't really like that one too much either, to be honest. It ran pretty awfully on my as a game. And it was definitely a lot harder than Kingdom Hearts 3, but overall, I still think Kingdom Hearts 2 is the best. Kingdom Hearts 3 stories was also a letdown. Just had some weird character motivations and not a lot happening into the story. It felt like they just trying to try to rush off to get to the next saga. Yeah. The worlds also weren't too expanded. There were a few worlds from old games and characters that just didn't make it into Kingdom Hearts 3, and it felt weird that they didn't, because it was supposed to be the wrap-up of a saga, so you'd think they'd incorporate all of those old elements.
Yeah. So that's what you've been playing? Is it?
Yep, that's it. I've also been playing Clash of Clans.
Oh man, all I play is Fortnite nowadays, if I'm being honest with you. No, I don't play Fortnite very much.
You hear they're making a Fortnite city builder?
Really?
No, that's not a that's not a
Alright. So Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah.
People the developers, not just random people. They've been saying the game's changed a lot since we got that one reveal at E3.
Oh yeah.
I'm wondering what that means.
I do wonder what it means too. I'm kind of curious if they. Do you think
it's showing at E3, right? They confirmed it's showing at E3 this year. I'm pretty sure they did.
They might have. I'm honestly not too sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think they were pretty adamant about keeping the first person viewpoint on the first time they were talking, but after all the kind of backlash came out about that, do you think they reworked some of it for third person?
I don't think so, because they were even when people were mad, they were that's the way our game plays,
All right. That's good, because I think it worked in first person.
Yeah, but my main thing I'm wondering about is it's probably more of a mechanical change than gameplay. I know mechanics are part of gameplay,
yeah,
but I mean more of I'm wondering if there's more of a class system maybe, or if I don't know, that's probably the main thing I'm thinking, probably, instead of just having a free form, build your own character to how you like it kind of thing, to more of a class system. That's one thing that I think might happen.
I honestly don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. I understand why people like games where you can't just be a jack of all trades. It kind of makes your starting decision way less impactful.
I like a game that it is more it is free form, you can create the character you want, but I like it to where it cuts you off at a certain point, not let's say Fallout or Skyrim, wherever by the time you were level 80 or whatever, you were pretty much just a jack of all trades because you had skills in pretty much everything there was, you know?
Yeah.
And those weren't great RPGs, but they had RPG mechanics. But I like games more like, I'm trying to think of one. Kind of trying to. I'm not sure what I would say about it. I've played games. I can't think of any right now, but games that have like the level cap's maybe like 30 or something.
Yeah.
So like if you're kind of building a character that's like, let's say like it's a game with guns or whatever, like Cyberpunk, and you're building your character to be more of a melee build, like there has to be like a level cap to where like you are still strong and you're very proficient in what you do. But you can't, like, once you're committed to something, you're kind of just committed to it. You know what I mean?
I got what you're saying. Once you get far enough in, that's just where you're going.
Yeah, like, you can't, like, be, like, level, I don't know, let's just say, like, level 30 or something, and you're all, like, and you've been building up a melee character this whole time, and you're all like, you know what? I'm going to start, like, it wouldn't just, like, you could, but, like, it wouldn't be advantageous to you to just be like, you know what? I'm going to just start building a shotgun class type of character. You know what I mean? Do you
think they would implement more stealth mechanics?
Like they already said that stealth was a viable option in the game.
Okay. I'm just basing this off the gameplay trailer we saw last year.
There was stealth in the gameplay trailer.
Was there?
Yeah, like there's the point where she was sneaking around with her like prey mantis arms or whatever.
Yeah, I remember that. And then she jumped down
and jumping on the guys and stuff.
I do remember that now,
yeah.
Yeah. Other than the mantis blades, do you think they've maybe decided to add some more melee options?
Well, they already said there was a lot more than what was shown.
I know.
Like, even in the beginning, like, whenever she went to her weapon room, do you remember that?
I don't know.
Well, there's a point where she goes into a weapon room. They go into a weapon room, and there's like a empty weapon rack things, and there's one that looks like a katana.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So like it would be cool, like, and then okay, it's gonna sound a little messed up, but I'm actually really excited for like the gore in the game.
Yeah.
Because like there's something just so satisfying, like the Outer Worlds, like everything I've seen of it, it's kind of a letdown because there's like not very much gore, like no, like
it's not a Minecraft.
But like in Fallout, Fallout 4 wasn't very fun to me, but like it's still like whenever I hit something, it still felt like I made an impact,
There's
because
weight behind it.
Yeah, like it, like especially on that final hit, whenever I just chop into somebody with my axe and their head would fly off,
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But I'm excited in Cyberpunk, because they're like blowing off people's legs and stuff with the shotgun and literally tearing people apart with the mantis blades.
It did look very dynamic.
Yeah, I'm excited because there's nothing better than good gore. Like Doom had freaking awesome gore.
Yeah.
In 2016, I loved the gore in that game. Resident Evil 2, oh my god, dude! Some of the gore in that was absolutely disgusting.
I still need to beat that game.
I haven't. I have only played it one time, but there's the way the zombies faces dynamically blow off and stuff as you're shooting their face.
Yeah.
Or like you'll shoot a zombie straight in the middle of the head and their head will just split in half. It's disgusting.
I actually haven't paid attention to that while I've been shooting.
It's disgusting.
I'll just say, oh no, they're not dead, and then I'll oh yeah, okay, their head's gone now, I won.
It's so nasty, and if you shoot them in the upper right part of the head, only that part of their head will be blown off or whatever. It's
that's so cool. I've got to start paying attention to that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's so gross. I hate
it. I wish Mr. X's head would do that.
Yeah.
I hate him. I hate him so much. But anyway,
is there anything else you think that could change for Cyberpunk?
I'm not really sure about changes. I'm just excited for the game overall. One thing that I think would be really cool though is if you had you could reenact some kind of generic scene, maybe say you have like a speed upgrade and like you can implement it for like 5 seconds and like someone's shooting at you and you can like whip out your katana and you can like cut the bullets or something.
Like, I don't know, like, because in the tabletop there's like all kinds of crazy augmentations and stuff that are in the game. Like there's there's like things you can do that make you like into an animal, like people look like animals and stuff.
Oh, splicing.
Yeah. Like
sounds like Batman Beyond. You ever see that?
Yeah, I've seen Batman Beyond. Yeah, but it's weird. Like they can like change people to like look like tigers or whatever, and that would also be like a cool, like, I don't know if you'd be able to do that to your character. That seems like
really in depth.
Yeah, like I don't know, maybe it is CD Projekt Red.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like it would be cool to like see enemies and stuff that like, you know, like are part hippo or whatever, like they look like a hippo or like a rhino, you know, that would just be cool.
Imagine a mobster or something like, they call me the hippo.
They call me Gregory.
Gregory the hippo.
Yeah, that would... All right. What about that Final Fantasy VII trailer came out?
That was actually a pretty cool trailer. The combat, like, I get it that it's still in development, so I hope they work on it. But like when I saw
it looks a lot closer to like a Kingdom Hearts type of thing.
Which I'm really excited about. I love Kingdom Hearts.
That's what I thought I was going to be getting with Final Fantasy 15. Mm-hmm. Because like, you know, like it just looks like that in the trailers and everything, and
that's what they were originally going for.
Yeah, and then like I just got this thing where I just hold a button, and then every so often when an enemy's trying to hit me, I just tap another button and then hold the other button some more, you know?
Yeah. And a lot of people do criticize Kingdom Hearts for that, but anyone who's actually played it will usually realize that the combat's a bit more dynamic than that.
Yeah. And they don't have like a press and hold thing, right? Yeah.
You can only block for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, the press and hold like combat thing just bothered me so bad about Final Fantasy 15 because like I was feeling like every time I hit the button I should be swinging my sword, you know, instead of like tapping the button vigorously and then, you know, not swinging, you know, like just having that set combo being going on over and over and over again. And also just like the combat just started to look really boring because like you couldn't change it up at all. Like
no, there were also just a lot of, I didn't feel the enemies were that dynamic.
No, they weren't.
You just got spammed a lot with Imperial soldiers, and there were a few points in the game where I was like, that is so cool, just because of how many there were. Yeah. I was like, I couldn't wait to get into a farther part of the game where there was a lot, and it just never happened. I'm so mad about Final Fantasy 15.
What do you think about like them releasing Final Fantasy 7 in episodes?
I hate that.
You hate the episodic format?
Well, I think the episodic format would be fine. It's just that I don't trust the way I love Square Enix, but I don't trust the way they release their games. Like,
aren't Square Enix going to be at E3, right?
Yeah, they're going to be. That's when they tease the next announcement for that at the end of the trailer. Yeah. But they're just so weird with their games. Like,
yeah, there's a game like there's Square Enix games that Final Fantasy 15. When was that first announced?
2006.
Yeah.
Came out 10 years later.
Yeah.
And then Kingdom Hearts 3, I think the first announcement was 2013.
Yeah. Like
they just announced them too early, so
or maybe I don't think they announced them too early. I think they just have a lot of stuff going on internally that
like they just have awful developmental issues.
Yeah. Cuz like didn't like Kingdom Hearts 3 go through like several different like game directors and stuff?
Kingdom Hearts 3 always had a consistent game director. It did one engine switch though.
Did an engine switch?
Yeah.
But didn't like a whole bunch of people like keep leaving and joining throughout the development?
I don't think so. I think that's more of Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah, never mind. I was meaning to say Final Fantasy 15.
Okay, yeah, Final Fantasy did have a director switch. That's why it looked like Kingdom Hearts gameplay at first, because Tetsuya Nomura is director of that, and he also, you know, makes Kingdom Hearts, so that's where that was from. That's also why Final Fantasy VII is kind of taking that over. But if you notice in the trailer, it kind of looked like Cloud's movement dragged a little. Like, I noticed how he'd go into an attack and he wouldn't like step forward or something. His feet just kind of scraped across the ground, and then he also just looked a little stiff.
It is like not finished yet though.
Yeah,
so like you gotta. Yeah.
I'm just hoping
because like if you look at the Cyberpunk 2077 gameplay,
mm-hmm.
it looked really good, but if you like really look at it, there's a lot of janky stuff going on throughout that entire thing.
Yeah, I'm not hating on it too much. I'm sure they'll fix it, but there has been some points in games where there's like, I'm sure they'll fix it, and I get the game and it's like, oh, they didn't fix it.
That's still in there.
Have you ever played the original Final Fantasy VII?
I think I used to have it, but I don't think I ever played it.
Yeah, me neither. I've never played it, and I'm not too into turn-based games. The only turn-based games I really like are Persona, and I don't like to go back with the mechanics. They just feel really dated when you go back that far.
I'm actually really into turn-based games. Like, it's like a game genre that I don't play a lot, but whenever I do, I'm usually like really into it. Like, I know you want me to play Persona.
Yeah, dude, you love Persona 5's turn-based combat. I love it, and I don't like turn-based combat.
Yeah,
unless it's tactical.
Maybe I wouldn't though, because like it might be something that you love, but me being a fan of turn-based games wouldn't like.
I know a lot of turn-based people who love it for that though.
Yeah, I don't know. But like that For the King's game I was talking about, that's turn-based. It's really fun.
Yeah. Well, like there are some exceptions. I do enjoy some turn-based games, like if they're tactical, but like Fire Emblem or something, but if it's like
that's more like a what's it called? Like an XCOM type of thing, right?
Yeah, they're called tactical, I think.
Yeah, tactical, top-down type of things. Yeah, I know that's turn-based.
Yeah.
I like those too. Like, isn't there a Gears of War one that's supposed to come out? Or was that like a mobile game, right?
I don't know.
Man, I freaking love Gears of War.
Alright, did you notice how they fixed Cloud's design since the first trailer?
He looks, I don't know.
In the first trailer, he looked a little scrawny and girly, but in this one, they hulked him up, and his face doesn't look as, like, drained.
Doesn't look like, did he look, like, really feminine? Like,
he looked a little feminine, then his face kind of had some weird shape and texture to it, but they fixed it.
Yeah.
Is
there a release date out for it yet?
No release date. We might get that at E3, but I don't know. Square Enix
it's probably going to be another 15 years.
Before we get episode 1.
Yeah.
If it was any other game company, I wouldn't mind the episodic.
Well, don't Square Enix publish the first Hitman game?
Right? They published it, but I don't think they had any. Like, I think IO was still developing it.
Yeah. But then were they all like, no, you're not developing the next one, and then just released Hitman 2 as like just a game?
I'm not sure. I don't know too much about Hitman.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they did go independent, I'm pretty sure, right? IO did?
I'm pretty sure they did,
yeah.
Right. We'll move on to our next topic we have listed here.
Dun, da, da, da. Wait, no, that's not that's how you do the Avengers thing.
How does it go? Da 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 da. Yeah.
We might get copyrighted.
Oh.
Okay. Even though we're not making any revenue off this.
Yeah. So Avengers Endgame. I went and saw it twice, like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, maybe.
Yeah.
You saw it today, right?
Yesterday.
And yeah, so. How about you say what you think of it, and then I'll say what I think of it. We already told each other, but you know.
Yeah. We had a long conversation. There's still some things I don't think we talked about though.
Yeah.
It's just a big movie to cover.
Wait, spoilers? We have to do spoilers, or we cannot talk. about
spoilers.
Anything. Yeah, spoilers. We can put.
I knew we were gonna do spoilers. I was contemplating if I should be nice.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog dies.
Dude, I was just kidding. I didn't see it yet. That Sonic the Hedgehog movie's looking fire, though.
I have to just talk about it after this. I just want to talk about some Sonic.
Yeah, maybe after we get past the last thing.
Okay.
So, you're just gonna put a timestamp in the video, whatever.
Yeah.
Timestamps in the description. Talking about spoilers, so if
you can just skip over.
Yeah, so if you don't want to hear any Avengers spoilers, you're gonna have to skip over.
Yeah, we're gonna be starting right now.
Right now. How did you not cry when Iron Man died?
I told you. I seriously need to watch all the Marvel movies again. It's just been too much of a gap since I've seen some of them.
But dude, I don't care, man. Iron Man was just such a good dad.
I'm not he was a good dad, but I'm not an emotional feely. I felt sad on the inside, but it takes a lot for me to express tears on the outside. I was crying internally.
You ever seen that movie A Dog's Purpose?
I don't want to see that. That's sad.
Dude, that movie, from beginning to end, you'll be crying. I don't care who you are. But so whenever Iron Man died, I was just first time I watched it, I was watching it with friends, and I was all I can't cry in front of these people. There's no way. So I held in the tears pretty well.
Yeah.
And then Tony Stark, whenever I love you 3000 to his daughter, man, that's whenever I shed some tears. I was oh no. I was that's so sad. And then the second time I watched it with my family, my little brother was sitting next to me, and then dude, even before he died, dude, I was crying throughout the whole entire last fight scene because I knew what was about to happen. And then people were looking at me weird. I kept looking around the theater trying to hide my face because I was crying. I was I don't know why, but it hit me way harder the second time. And my little brother, he was sitting next to me, and he was crying. Oh man, it was tough, dude.
I wish Captain Marvel would have taken its place.
God. I don't like her character at all.
No.
She just seems so cocky, and there's that one part whenever Peter had the gauntlet, remember? And she was you got something for me there, Peter? A weird flirty way. I don't know.
Yeah.
And she's 80-something years old, right?
I don't know anything about Captain Marvel.
She's supposed to be really old, isn't she? I think
she... I don't know too much. I think she came around from the 19-somethings.
I know the movie takes place in the 90s, but I think her backstory is in the 60s or 70s.
It might be.
Yeah, but that means she's a really old lady.
So?
That's weird.
There's been weirder things in comics.
Yeah, but why was she flirting with a 15-year-old or a guy that's supposed to be 15?
Batman got with Batgirl.
How old is she supposed to be?
I don't know. It depends which iteration you look at.
Then why does it matter?
Well, I mean, in some iterations, I don't know. I think she's a teenager when she joins him, and he's already a 30-something dude.
Yeah, but I think where they get together, I don't think she's a teenager.
No, it's still big age difference though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you meant Peter Parker. I thought you were talking about Peter Quill. I feel so stupid. I was
Captain Marvel and Peter Quill never talk, do they?
No, I don't think so. And I was also really confused why you said he was 15. I was
15-year-old guy.
I'm he's not 15, but I'm just gonna maybe I missed something.
Oh gosh. Man. What do you think about all the time travel stuff? I don't think we talked about that at all.
No, we didn't. I thought that was really cool. It was a great way to incorporate past movies and really show off the ending of the saga.
I think it was a clever way to kind of celebrate all of the movies, It was kind of look how far we've come kind of thing, from the first Avengers, because they went back to the first Avengers, seeing that classic scene where it did the rotational shot around all of them.
That was really cool, yeah.
Yeah, but it was
Even when you go in the past farther, I thought it was really cool to see Tony talk with his dad and stuff, and I got a good chuckle when he hugged him, and the guy was like, "I don't know who you are,
He's
really."
Like, thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Like, thank you forever for your service.
He wasn't even like what was he doing in the military?
I think he was just like making.
He was a broker, right? He wasn't a broker. He was making weapon deals.
Yeah, like I think he was like developing weapons and stuff, like Tony was, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and then the good old blind scene with Captain America.
Oh God, that was just creepy. Like, I genuinely was like, I was like, why is he just standing there staring at her? And then like she doesn't notice him either.
No, like how does she not look up and go, "There's a man in the blind"?
Or like, that's Steve Rogers. He died like 30 years ago.
Was it that long?
Yeah, because it's the 70s. And he died he supposedly died like around 1945.
Oh, I was so confused because she looked really young.
Yeah, she does look really young. Why does she look like that in the 70s? She's already around she's probably already around like early to mid 20s and like first Avenger, Captain America. Wow.
I also really like the way they explain time travel in this. I'm not too often a fan of time travel, but in this one they did it to where it would give the past a different result. So if they ever wanted to go back and mess with that, they could. But then it also wouldn't make anything super screwy in the future. And the way they explain the laws of time travel, it also doesn't give them a lot of reason to go back and mess with the past.
Yeah, like, I think that's the one thing that, like, I was worried about, because, like, the way they did time travel is, it's not really advantageous to go back and try to change things.
Yeah.
Yeah, like literally how they use time travel is probably the only way they're ever going to be able to use it. Like,
yeah.
Because, like, it was just, like, I was worried, like, I didn't want time travel because I thought they were going to do, like, the popular version of time travel, but this version of time travel actually is, like, how time travel would probably work. Like, how scientists think time travel would probably work. Like, if you go back in time, that is now your present, and you cannot change your past, you know? So when you go back to the future, that's a good movie. When you go back to the future, it doesn't change anything because that was your past.
Yeah. It was a great explanation. I was really afraid what a lot of series do is they're like, oh, we've implemented time travel, and then the whole series just starts to get in on
Revolve around time travel.
Kingdom Hearts is doing that, and it's like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts literally has the most freaking convoluted way of explaining time travel.
What else is there? Fat Thor.
I like Fat Thor at points. I wish he got fit for the final battle.
He's not as useless as you said he was.
Dude, he's super useless!
No, he's not, dude. He does just as much as everyone else.
Dude, I don't know, I saw Captain America going at it with Thanos, and he was...
Yeah, but then it's one-on-one with Thor and Thanos for a while, but then, like, it switches to other characters. He's fighting Thanos for a good, like, 15 minutes by himself.
Well, I don't get to see it. In Infinity War...
Oh my god! Shut up!
In Infinity War, he was just, like, going through smashing ships. He was pulling a Captain Marvel. Or whatever she did in this movie. He was like, Thanos! Except, you know, he didn't sound like a 60-year-old man trying to get up. Trying to get up.
I'm gonna get you after I take my pain medication. Threw my back out after doing that.
Yeah. I did like a lot of the... I was a bit mad about his fighting, but I did like his just talking scenes. I thought they were amazing.
Yeah. I like the part whenever, like, they're like, Thor, you know about this stone, tell it, like, what do you know about it? And then he's all like, like he starts going up there and he's talking, and then he's all like, "Oh, this was the girl I was sweet on before, you know." And then he's like, "Yeah, but she left me." And then he starts. He's like, "Oh, my mom, she's dead. My sister, I had to kill her. My brother's also dead. Dad's dead." And he starts like breaking down.
They're like, okay, that's enough.
He's like, "No, I'm not done yet."
I love also just the way they found him, just a complete alcoholic. And
and I like how they convince him. They're all like
we've got alcohol.
Yeah, he's like, "We got beer on the ship." He's all like, "Okay, I guess I'll go."
Yeah. I think I hope for the next few movies. I actually think I preferred Thor with shorter hair.
I don't know.
I know that's not his character really, but I think it looked better.
I think Fat Thor really matched the character. Okay,
I mean
the one thing I can complain about is like Thor for some reason completely changed his character in Ragnarok. In every other movie, he was a really serious, solemn guy, and then for some reason in Ragnarok, he's all like, "Woo!" He's like, "My dad just died. Let's go." and then he has to kill his sister, you know, and he's all like, "Yeah."
It was probably a change for the better, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So okay. Is there anything else you really want to say about it?
We've talked about most other things. Like, again, we're both kind of upset with how the Hulk was handled, the Hulk and Banner's fusion.
Yeah, that was kind of... Is like, I wouldn't have minded it, but everything that had to deal with Hulk's big arc was off screen, and that's what made me upset.
Yeah. It was just pretty aggravating.
And then he was also just nerfed in this movie. Like, he didn't do anything, like, hulky, you know?
You're right. There was that one scene, though, where he's like, like, that's literally what he
threw the
did.
bench?
No.
Yeah. They're like, you gotta act like the old Hulk so people don't suspect anything. And he's all like, "Oh, I'm so angry." And he like kicks over the motorcycle and stuff.
Ooh, property damage. Oh, back on Thor though, I feel bad for the old Thor because like future Thor pretty much went back, stole Mjolnir. Now the old Thor is gonna be trying to get Mjolnir, and he's like, "I'm unworthy."
He'll be like, "What's wrong with me?"
He never took it back, did they?
No.
Wait,
Captain America kept it.
Did he put it back in the past though?
Maybe.
But that wasn't even from the time period that Thor went into.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. They went... Because I think... Doesn't Thor the Dark World take place after the events of the first Avengers movie?
No. Yes. Maybe. No. Yes. No. No. No.
No, okay.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
Okay, so when they went back, it was so much farther in the future than when he got sent back to bring back the old Infinity Stones.
No, he had to bring them back to exactly when they were taken away.
I know, Oh, you're right, so he would have been in Thor's time period anyway.
Yeah.
So he might have brought it back. He didn't bring it back with him when he brought the shield.
Yeah. Maybe. Or maybe he just kept it.
It's just in his house.
Yeah. And like he's sitting there as an old man, he's like, "Try to pick that up." People are all like, "The hammer?" And he's all like, "Yeah, pick it up." And then they try to pick it up, and then he goes and reaches his hand out, flies to him across the room. He's like,
"You know, I used to be Captain America.
And then I got this hammer, and I'm basically a god now."
Oh crap, he's senile. We're gonna have to put him in the home. I didn't really understand when he's like, when Falcon, is that his name, Falcon?
Yeah.
Okay, he went up to him.
Sam Wilson.
Alright, and then he's like, you want to talk about her? And then he's like,
"I don't think I will."
Yeah. It's like, what? You've talked about her quite a bit. Yeah, you kept a picture of her on you.
Maybe it was more like a... No, that's my thing. Like, keeping it with me.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll. I was kind of hoping instead of Falcon getting it, I was really kind of hoping they would do something with Captain America's kids. Like,
But it wouldn't work though, because Captain America staying back created another timeline. So then whenever he was old, he was all like, "Yeah, I better pass this shield on to someone."
well,
He might have not had any kids.
we don't know that yet, though.
Yeah, like if I think he would be the type of person that would probably pass. I wonder if the super soldier serum would like be passed down genetically.
I don't know. I don't. It might have changed his genetics.
Well, I mean, yeah, like he became really strong, real big, real fast. You know.
Yeah, he had the perfect workout routine.
Doing nothing. Like literally, it was impossible for him to get fat though. Because yeah, his metabolism was so fast.
So like, if he didn't eat, would he just get like super scrawny?
I don't know, because he couldn't get drunk. They said in the first Captain America, like he was sitting there trying to drink. He's like, I can't get drunk because his metabolism was too fast.
Holy crap! All right.
So okay, what would you rate it out of 10?
I'd give a movie about an 8 out of 10.
Wait, that freaking woman scene.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
That girl scene was so dumb. I'm not saying girls shouldn't be superheroes or whatever, or they shouldn't have a moment to shine, but that was just so forced, and it was so...
It would have been equally as bad if they did it with men.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, well, I don't know. I don't think people would have noticed if it was men.
Yeah.
I think the thing is that it was so blatantly, like...
I think it's just Disney's thing. Like, everybody's kind of aware of how Disney sets it up like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. Yeah. We're seriously not bad people, guys. We love women. Women are great.
Oh, yeah, CJ loves women.
I have a mother. I cherish her. And if she wants to be... I think she can be a superhero.
She already is a superhero.
Oh,
in my eyes.
That's so hot. Alright, getting back to the topic. Yeah, that scene was just a bit on the nose. Feminism's okay, but, you know. Let me see. I'd also rate it an 8 because Thor... I just wish he was a bit more useful. I know I've said that. Maybe I'm wrong. Probably
Definitely
wrong. Hawkeye. I thought it was a bit weird that he was just an assassin in Japan.
That's not what he was, but...
He was basically a ninja. But I loved it, so
basically a ninja.
I'm not taking any points off for that. There's also just a few other scenes that bothered me. Specifically how they handled the Hulk. I think it would have been much cooler if Banner and him fused mid-battle.
Maybe.
What are you looking at?
Nothing.
Okay, what would you rate it out of 10?
What I rate it out of 10? Okay, I've been sticking with an 8 out of 10 before now.
Mm-hmm.
But now that we've talked about it, and we've talked about all the good things, and then the bad things are just the smallest nitpicks.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 9.
All right.
Low 9. I was saying a high 8, but I'm going to say like low 9 now, you know?
That's good. You overall think it was better than Infinity War? Or do you like
way
this?
better, way better.
Way better?
I was actually really disappointed with Infinity War. It was maybe a 7 for me.
Mm-hmm. I think...
Well, like, that's still a really good movie, but that's not like... So, like, some of the other Marvel movies. Like, I think Captain America Civil War is, like, the only... is a 10 for me.
I freaking love Civil War.
Dude, I loved that movie so much.
That end scene with Iron Man and Captain America fighting.
That made me tear up.
It was so cool.
It made me tear up actually at the end there.
There were some still weird things about that movie.
Yeah.
I think one thing that really bothered me about Infinity War was how they were fighting in Wakanda. I just don't think the terrain was that interesting for a battle.
Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah, I also don't like the enemies they were fighting. Anyway, what do you think will show up at E3? Sony?
No. I think that's the only thing that's not going to show up.
Fortnite gamers.
Right, yeah, there's definitely going to be some Fortnite stuff at E3. What do you think is going to happen at Microsoft? I think they're probably going to show...
Halo Infinite.
Maybe. I don't know about that, actually.
Yeah, they've confirmed it's not a Battle Royale game, like, specifically.
I was hoping it wasn't.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. Like, I'm actually kind of interested in that game. They actually confirmed, I think, that it's going to actually have split-screen co-op because Halo 5, people were really mad that it didn't.
Yeah.
What else? I'm probably going to announce some more studios that they've bought.
You think they'll,
Probably going to announce some new games.
Yeah, with a lot of remasters going on, like with Sony's, Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, do you think Microsoft would want to do the same thing with Banjo-Kazooie? They would go over really well.
Conquer?
Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie or Conquer.
Those are both rare games, yeah.
And everybody...
Cool.
I don't know why they haven't done it yet. Everybody keeps asking them to. They'd make it good.
Yeah. Well, then there's the rare replay. That doesn't look bad either, you know?
Yeah, I guess so, but more like there's still Nintendo 64 games.
Yeah, I guess. That is true.
I wouldn't mind still a remake of Super Mario 64.
Yeah. Well, I went back and I think Conker's Bad Fur Day has aged a lot better than the first Banjo and Kazooie. The first Banjo and Kazooie is fun still, but it's only I didn't care enough to beat it. You know, I was I played it for a good couple of hours, and I was like, yeah, it's fun, but you know,
Yeah.
It just didn't age all that great. If it was a full on remaster of both of those games, that'd be awesome. Because I freaking love Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Yeah, full on remake,
Yeah, remake, dude, that'd be so good. If they could improve on the controls a little bit on both of those games, because the only complaint I had about Conker's Bad Fur Day was I just couldn't. I had problems with the camera a lot, and the movement was a little wonky sometimes.
Gotcha.
But Banjo-Kazooie, I shouldn't say it didn't age well. It was just kind of I don't know, just isn't my type of game. I think the only thing that kept me really into Conker's Bad Fur Day was just...
the humor?
Yeah. And it was just so dumb.
Yeah.
What about Square Enix? What do you think they're going to show at E3?
I'm back at Microsoft. They'll definitely show some Gears 5, right?
Microsoft? Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Gears 5. And do you think there'll be any Sea of Thieves updates?
Maybe.
I don't know if the E3 worthy or not, but...
Probably. They'll probably just do a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
What else is there?
There'll definitely be some indie titles. Xbox is usually pretty big on that.
Yeah, I think Xbox is going to probably have a long list of game announcements.
Mm-hmm.
A really big amount of them.
Sony usually brings the AAA stuff, and then Microsoft does some really good indies. Nintendo will probably have some too this year.
Yeah, I think Microsoft's going to really bring it though this year.
Mm-hmm. Is Nintendo going to be at E3? Have they confirmed yet?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so. What about Bethesda? What do you think?
Oh gosh, I honestly don't want to see anything from Bethesda.
It sounded like so dismissive. It wasn't even funny.
I'm just really disappointed with them. They become a really weird company. They've got some.
Dude, they got some good published games though.
They're good. The publisher Bethesda does have some good games, but the developers are being kind of wonky.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see anything from the developers this year.
You think
maybe a Fallout 76?
I'm thinking maybe some Starfield. It's been teased for a
No,
while.
they have already announced that they're not
no Starfield.
No Starfield Elder Scrolls 6 this year.
Okay.
I'm thinking, like, the most I think we'd see from the developer of Bethesda is maybe Fallout 76 stuff.
Yeah, maybe some mobile games.
Maybe a mobile game. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll probably see an Elder Scrolls Online thing. I imagine so.
Yeah.
Probably more Wolfenstein. What was that? Is that a new game or expansion about?
Oh, Youngblood.
Yeah.
I think it's a game.
Yeah. We'll probably see more of that. What else does Bethesda have? Possibly Evil? Nah.
Oh wait, what about Doom Eternal?
Oh, definitely gonna see some Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
I'm actually excited for that. I don't know. I can't think of really anything else like. Possibly a new published game? Like, because the guys that did Dishonored, I think they said they were working on something.
Yeah.
They might reveal that.
They could. You think we'll see any kind of announcement for or follow-up to the Prey?
Possibly? I'm not sure.
It might be too early still.
Yeah. Like, maybe they might announce it.
I don't know how well the first Prey did.
I'm pretty sure it did pretty well.
That all you think there really is for Bethesda games?
Pretty much. I don't think. EA is not going to be there this year, right?
Oh, wait. We'll probably get another Skyrim port.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Maybe just mobile. Like mobile.
Skyrim mobile.
Yeah.
Port it to Alexa. Anything's possible.
Oh, yeah.
What were you about to say? EA?
Yeah, EA ain't going to be there this year, right? I don't think they are. I think they said they're not going to be there. Or maybe... Yeah, maybe they did.
If they, in the case that they are there, they'll probably show off some more of Jedi Fallen Order.
Probably a sports game.
Yeah, and then just make their usual EA talk. We love consumers. Buy games.
Yeah.
We've worked with everyone.
Maybe something about Anthem? Like maybe...
Expansion pass, I'd assume.
Maybe, yeah.
Or maybe not pass, but just expansion.
Yeah. That's what I can really think of. Like,
do they do battlefields and yearly cycles like Call of Duty?
I think so.
If they do that,
or sometimes like every other year type of thing.
Yeah, then we might see a new Battlefield teased.
Yeah.
Not too sure about that. I'm not really into Battlefield.
Me neither. I think Microsoft is probably going to be the biggest presence at E3 this year.
Definitely Microsoft or Nintendo. They might have a few more Wii U ports just to throw back onto the Switch. Maybe they'll probably have...
I really don't think Nintendo is going to do much, though. Like,
I feel like we'll get like just looking over at my Wii U stuff, I'm surprised already that they haven't just thrown over Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker HD.
Yeah, those both seems like games that...
They'd sell pretty well, and hardly anyone bought them on the Wii U because, well, Wii U didn't sell very well.
Yeah. What else is there?
We might get more...
Maybe, never mind.
We might get more from Mario Maker.
Yeah, aren't they... say they're going to show some Mario Maker 2 stuff, I think.
They might. They just held a direct for it, where they showed off a ton of Mario Maker stuff. I don't really know how much more they can show. I actually don't know when the game releases. It could be really soon. It might be before E3.
Maybe. So one game I think is going to be really cool to see again is...
Oh, just sometime in June, so...
Maybe. One thing I'm really excited, or really wanting to see is Cyberpunk. That's confirmed to be at E3 this year.
It is?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. That game is going to be so good. Hopefully.
Yeah.
If it's not...
I'm just going to die.
They're gonna might buy some might buy some stock in CD Projekt Red before Cyberpunk releases.
Man, I'm so oh, maybe Dying Light 2 might show some stuff in Microsoft.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't play the first one, but I'm really interested to see the dynamic world changing that they're talking about.
Yeah, or how much of choice and consequence there really is, Because
yeah.
A lot of games throw that thing around, oh, your choices really matter.
Yeah.
But they don't.
Detroit was actually a really good game on that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that was the whole point of the game.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It's a lot different when you're mixing different aspects with choice and consequence.
Yeah.
Witcher 3 did it good now.
Yeah. It was a pretty good game.
What
are you doing? Alright, so that's pretty much it for E3 predictions, right?
Yeah, oh wait, we never touched on Square Enix.
Oh, yeah. Well, we did a little bit, right?
No, you were about to bring it up, then I went back to Bethesda.
Oh, yeah. Or Microsoft, you think, maybe.
I think I made a Skyrim joke.
Maybe. I don't know. Whatever.
Anyway, I think they'll probably announce some Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC. They'll showcase some of it. They already released the placeholder title for it. It's called Remind.
I think we're gonna get a Minecraft 5.
Minecraft 5? Oh, dude, I'm so excited. I didn't know Square Enix got the rights to mine.
Dude, they got it a while back.
Oh, dude, that's why I can play as Cloud and Donald Duck.
I am Donald Duck.
Square Enix will probably have some... I'd imagine some more Final Fantasy VII stuff just because of what they talked about at the showed at the end of the last trailer. I think it said June, so I'm assuming E3. And apart from that, I wonder if they'll announce Final Fantasy 16 this year since they're finally over with Final Fantasy 15 DLC in development. So that'd be...
Yeah, we don't gotta worry about them announcing a game too early because they'll literally announce something they don't have any footage for or anything. And they'll just be like,
We got a few character concepts and some concept art for the world. We can make a CGI trailer in a month.
Yeah, no way, dude.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Final Fantasy 16 showed up just because of how Square Enix is. Although
I wouldn't be surprised if Final Fantasy 16, 17, and 18 all got announced.
Although I think they had a lot of problems with their engine. Now they switched to Unreal Engine 4, so all the developers are saying everything's a lot more stable now.
Yeah.
So I want to see how that works out. Octopath Traveler didn't really have a weird release date, did it? I'm pretty sure it was shown and then it came out in a pretty timely manner.
I think it was delayed for a year.
Oh, it was delayed for a year?
Yeah.
I don't know how companies get so off, it'll come out here, oh, sorry guys, a year later. It's like,
Well, don't you mean just Square Enix?
Yeah. How'd you underestimate it that much?
It just feels like they don't talk to the developers. They're just all like, corporates all just up there going like, when do you think the game will be done? And like another guy that doesn't know anything is probably all like, 5 months.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Seems like that'll get people excited. Yeah, but I don't know. What else to expect from Square Enix? Like, what other games do they have?
They have an IP called The World Ends With You. They released a remaster for it on Switch. It has a little cult following for it. I don't know if we'll maybe see a sequel to that, or maybe some DLC for the remix.
Maybe.
We might see some Final Fantasy 14 stuff.
Maybe. It depends.
It depends.
If they want to put it in
Can we just have Lenny?
Oh, Lenny
and
from Mice of Men?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Book review time.
Book review.
How would you think of a Mice of Men?
Oh, that's so good, man. I think it'll make an appearance at E3.
Oh, definitely. All right. Didn't you say you wanted to talk about something at the very beginning?
Yeah. Oh, wait, Sega. Do you think they'll be at E3?
I don't know.
If they are, they better show a new Sonic game off.
Sonic the...
movie game.
No, it's going to be something like really weird, like Sonic the game of the movie of the game.
It's, or they like Sonic FBI agent.
What?
I don't know. They made a game with Shadow with the gun, so maybe they'll
do you think we might see more stuff for the new Dragon Ball game?
Oh, we might. It'd be cool if we did. Bandai Namco might make it.
Well, I think it'll probably show off at Microsoft's.
Yeah. What's going on with Code Vein? That game hasn't released, has it?
No.
They were showing a lot for it, then it just kind of stopped showing up in my subscription feed.
I don't know. I think, like, we might see some stuff for it. I think it has a release date, right?
It might.
I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe another Sword Art Online game.
What about Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2?
Oh, isn't that still like a couple years off though?
Yeah, like, but do you think we might?
We might. They've been showing some trailers for it already.
Yeah.
Maybe cinematic.
Well, there was that one CG trailer.
Yeah.
I don't know. They might have a little bit of a workable thing.
Yeah.
It's been a year, right?
Yeah, it's been a year. Sonic Battle Royale.
Ooh, yeah. Remember
Sonic Dating Sim.
Remember Shadow the Hedgehog, that multiplayer mode, dude?
You can't even play as the other Sonic characters. It's just all Shadow.
Yeah.
They're like, we can't have other Sonic characters with guns. Just all Shadow robots.
What was that one game we were playing? It was like we were in a maze, and you were trying to find me.
Superman 64.
Oh my god, dude. It was so quiet, and then you came around the corner and screamed.
Dude, we've got to upload a Superman 64 game.
Oh, dude, yes. That would be amazing. Alright. So, anything else you want to talk about? How long have we been recording?
About an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Only an hour?
Yeah, only an hour.
Oh, it feels so much longer.
Thanks, Austin.
It was only a joke.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
No, I hate you. Shut up.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna go cry. This has been, Chunky Banana. I don't even remember my channel name. I'm so It's fucking sad.
Jer.
No, I know what it is. It was a joke.
Okay. I have a tick bite on my face.
Can I get it?
No.
I'll take it for you.
No. All right. So this has been Alex, the JRPG junkie.
And we're signing out. We're clocking out.
How much are we getting paid?
From happiness.
You're supposed to end the recording.
When?
Like now.
Since we said bye.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna leave it on all night and just maybe we can make the Truman Show, but in podcast form.
Just constantly record our lives?
Yeah. I don't know if I have the mobile data for that, but we could.
Maybe.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're actually gonna go now. So thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.